Hello, I am Luisa Isidro, the fresh face of the news.
And I'm Amanjit Singh, another fresh face of the news. Today is Thursday, December 14th, and this is the last edition of The Connection, our bi-weekly newscast, brought to you by the broadcast media program at ATC.
Test.
Firing over and over.
On December 12th, the Riel Arts and Technology Center ventured into the world of esports. In their first broadcast, students competed against each other until one team was named the winner. Here is Jamie with more.
The broadcast media program at ATC held their Collegiate Champions Series for League of Legends this past Tuesday. The students involved took weeks to prepare for this broadcast, whether they were players or part of the crew.
Well, the process for me is probably a little bit different than it would be for a regular caster of like real sports events or esports, whatever it may be. just because at first it started out being more of a teaching experience because we were teaching the people in our class and the people in the other classes how to actually play the game and how to do things technically. And then it turned into more of a troubleshooting role, trying to figure out how you can use the spectator mode that the game implements to try to be able to live stream it, and then how to do replays of the game from the spectator mode. As close as we could to the real thing, with it actually having the limitations of stream delays, all these different things. And then the third one was actually learning enough about the game where I could feel comfortable being able to talk about the strategy and the different champions and how they all play, and not feel like I didn't know enough.
The students about 2 months ago came to me with an idea of doing something with esports, and it wasn't much of a process. Getting the computers into the system was quite easy to do. It was just learning how to play the game and how to broadcast it correctly. That was really the real challenge was, but the students stepped up because they understand that part of the broadcasting field.
The teams that faced off were the Broadcast Boom from Broadcast Media and the Cyber Wizards from Information Systems. It was a best-of-3 match that lasted over 2.5 hours. In the first game, the Cyber Wizards took an early lead and defeated their opponent. Wanting to push back and stay in the race, the Broadcast Boom stepped up their game and won the second. The series came down to a close third game where the Cyber Wizards emerged victorious.
The game went all right from a player point of view, but I think it went better for the broadcast point of view. It was really successful. We have over 800 views just overnight.
I think broadcast aside, this is just a positive for student engagement. Students wanted to find some way to connect to their school, to their peers, to something that they really enjoy. On the League of Legends side, we're just looking for more schools to get involved at the high school level. If you have a team or anybody that's interested in getting things started, get them to contact us here at ATC, either myself or our principal, Brian Cameron, and we will get the ball rolling, and we're going to try to develop a league or do something along those lines to have students have something to compete against, something different.
The next broadcast of the League of Legends series will be Tuesday evening, as the Cyber Wizards will compete for ATC against Glenlawn Collegiate. At ATC, for The Connection, I'm Jamie Weeb.
Students and the community around École Saint-Germain were very generous this past week as everyone came together both in collecting and giving off food hamper items. The school's goal was to help support families in the community who could be struggling financially. Just before the winter break, École Saint-Germain starts their 9 days of giving, a fun spirit week-like event that's goal is to show students where the food is actually going and the impact that it makes to the family when they donate their items.
It makes it visible. It makes it lets the students see where the food is going and how much of a need there is out there in the community. So it's a way for Saint-Germain and the families to give back, which is obviously very, very important.
To cover a wide range of items, each day of the week had a different theme, such as dessert, canned vegetable, and a pasta day. Students helped both collect and put away the food items that were given throughout the week and even had to resort their art storage room for extra storage because of how successful the event ended being.
Grade 5 and 6 students at École Guillot held a used toy sale on Friday, December 8th. The goal was to raise money for Siloam Mission. The purpose of the event was to have Siloam Mission and students work together to create initiatives that make a difference in their community. Students helped this because by selling novels, toys, and trading cards to one another. This event helped to provide an opportunity for the participants to improve
It's very important. This event really fosters good citizenship, and I think it's a good opportunity to do at different times of the year. We do different projects throughout the year at our school, but it really is very exciting for them to know that they're giving and that they're helping in some way. It makes it very real for them when they can provide toys and then see the money, and all of the amount of money goes directly to the charity that we've decided.
There's toys that we don't play with anymore. There's stuffies, there's books, there's puzzles, they're all ranging from 25 cents to $2.
I think it's really important for us to give back to the people that don't have as much as we do, and to learn the importance of charity.
Students at Equal Awareness are having a rummage sale today, December 14th, between 9 and 1:30. Our reporter Logan Bertram caught up.
Hi, I'm Logan here with Stephanie. Stephanie, can you tell me more about this event?
La Vente Bric-à-Brac, our annual rummage sale at École Varienne, is a opportunity for the kids to sell items. It gives them that chance to have interaction with real money. We have our price limit set at $3, so between 5 cents and $3, kids sell their wares to other kids in the school. We have a wrapping station. There's a chance to win some gingerbread houses and other prizes as well.
Awesome. And what can people do around here to get involved?
The 5 through 8s in their classrooms, they make a craft that they'll sell. We do that as a group, and they can buy their own craft, or the other parents can and students can come and visit during the day.
All right, well that sounds like a grand event, but thank you so much for coming here, and back to you guys upstairs.
Now we'll throw it down to Ashton at Glenlawn Collegiate, talking to some of the students who've submitted their own clothing designs to Altered Culture, a fashion magazine based in California.
Hello, I'm here at Glenlawn Collegiate talking about Altered Couture with Victoria. So, Victoria, can you tell me a little bit about the magazine?
Yeah, for sure. So, Altered Couture is a magazine that talks about and posts a picture of upcycling. So basically what upcycling is when you take a piece of clothing from Value Village or a thrift store and you change it, or you mix it together with another piece of clothing and you create it to be something new. So that's what this magazine has, and we did that as a project in our class, and our teacher, Ms. Forrester, submitted a couple of our pieces into Altered Couture, and some of them got accepted into this magazine.
Perfect, thank you. And on over here we have Tatum. So Tatum, can you tell me how the pieces were picked up by the company?
Well, basically, we started a project at the end of the year, and our sewing teacher, Ms. Forrester, had sent them into the magazine company, and a few days later they had emailed us and said some of the pieces were selected, so then we were put into the magazine.
Perfect. Thank you. And that's all from Glenlawn, sending back to the news desk.
It's that time of the year again where family and friends get to watch elementary students perform in their winter concerts. This is one of 3 concerts that ATC hosted this year. Ecole Howden was their concert on Tuesday, December 12th. It was a fun show with lots of smiles from the kids on the stage and family and friends in the crowd. The students performed 2 shows, one in the morning and one in the evening. Each grade from K-8 performed different pieces with dance routines to go along.
These last 2 weeks had lots of exciting hockey and volleyball, and as always, LRSD TV was there to catch all the action. So now we'll send it over to Hitesh Kumar for this week's sport update.
Thanks, Louisa. As you mentioned, it was a great week for sports. First up is volleyball. After an undefeated season, the CGS Olympians won the 2017 Fora Boston Pizza Provincial Championship. Here's Trent Brown with the full story.
On the night of Monday, December the 4th, athletes, students, and teachers witnessed an exciting matchup between the CGS Olympians and the Portage Collegiate Saints. CGS had an outstanding season as they were ranked #1 overall in the province, having never lost a single set throughout the regular season. Portage was ranked #3, only having lost 2 sets in their regular season. Now, taking a look at the highlights from Monday night's game. The first set didn't go as planned for the Olympians as they found themselves down 5-2 after 5 errors, but CGS was able to recover to win the opening set in a thrilling fashion, 26-24. CJS held a lead throughout the entire second set, defeating Portage 25-16, chalking up another set 1. After this set, things didn't go as planned for CJS as Portage came back fighting, wanting the win. The third set started neck and neck, but late in the set, Portage ran away, scoring point after point. The fourth set saw a lot of action as both teams played very strong, but CJS would stay ahead of Portage and ultimately defeat the Saints 3-1 and would be crowned the 2017 Boston Pizza 4A Provincial Champions. We caught up with Erica Vermette, the All-Star Player Award recipient, and her coach.
I think last night was an amazing opportunity. It was very exciting. In terms of our team, I think we played very well together and we pushed through together and just really worked well.
Well, I've had a few students who don't really follow sports too much, but have congratulated me, and I've seen some students congratulating athletes in classes and stuff like that. So the student population is definitely aware that the girls were able to win last night. Yeah.
After an amazing championship win, I'd like to congratulate all the CJS girls. Reporting on the 2017 Boston Pizza 4A Provincial Championships, I'm Trent Brown.
Moving on to hockey, this week we saw an exciting match between the River East Kodiaks and the Dakota Lancer. The game took place at the Dakota Community Center and was certainly filled with the surprises. Here's are the highlights. With 4 minutes remaining for the end of the first period, the Kodiaks were ready to score and Rand Zelitek took the lead to get the first goal of the game. The Kodiaks were hungry for more and just a few seconds later they snipped a second goal, this time on the hands of the Derek Lang. But the Kodiaks' aggressive offense did not stop there, and with just 2:55 remaining for the first periods, and they scored again with Aston Alia's fast move on the ice. Certainly, it was a harsh start for the Lancers, who were determined to change the result during the second part of the match. Dakota's Jordan Pritchard finally stole the puck from the Kodiaks and shot with precision to score the Lancers' first goal of the game. The second period ended with the Kodiaks leading 3-1 over the Dakota Lancers, but it seemed like the Lancers had a new game in mind. Dakota's number 7, Callum Tremblay, made the second goal for the Lancers. That was followed by a beautiful long shot made by Isaiah Orford just a minute later. The impressive turnaround tied the game between the Kodiaks and Lancers 3-3. The match had to go to overtime to decide who was the winner, but it was Dakota's Tyler Peters, the one to score the fourth and final goal of the game, giving the victory to the Dakota Lancers. Here are some words by Coach Ray Agostino from the Dakota Lancers.
I'm excited. That's our first win outside of regulation. We're 0-3 this year in overtime shootout and all that, so we needed to get that one. We had a tough start to the game. We just came back from Montreal off a trip, so we knew our legs were going to be a little slow going off the get-go, and then after that we just never gave up and believed in ourselves and took one shift at a time and just chipped away slowly and kind of kept our confidence.
Our next game sees Glenlawn against College Bellevue at St. Vital Arena. Let's take a look at this thrilling game. It was an exciting match between Glenlawn and College Bellevue. In the first period, Glenlawn scored 2 goals. The first goal of the game was spotted by number 5 and was unassisted. The second goal of the game was scored by number 8 after an attempt by number 9. This, Fox, is why you go hard until the whistle. In second period, Quine is on the other side. College Bellevue scored 3 goals. The College Bellevue number 19 toe drags around Glenlawn goalie, putting up their first goal of the game. Then back-to-back 2 more goals by number 13 and 12 at the end of second period. In last period, College Bellevue secured their lead by scoring 3 goals and Glenlawn scored 1 goal. College Bellevue won by 6-3. Since we can't cover every game that goes on, here's are the score for the games that we didn't cover. Seems that this was all for the sport this week. Remember that in the new year, the ATC broadcasting team will be covering a bunch of sporting events across the school division and streaming live on our YouTube channel LRSD TV. Be sure to check it out. Now back to Amanjit and Louisa at the news desk.
Thanks, Amanjit, what are you doing? This is not Bollywood.
I am happy because we have hundreds of viewers on LRSD TV and hundreds of followers on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.
Well, our next broadcast event is going to be legendary with the League of Legends Collegiate Championship Series. Glenelg will face off against ATC Cyber Wizards next Tuesday, December 19th. Be sure to tune in on LRSD.TV.
That's all for The Connection this year. Returning in February with new students and stories for you. The Connection. Thank you for watching and we wish you the best of our holidays.
Test. Fine, over and over.